if you pause from the day-to-day and you step out and you ask, what movie are we living in?
Yep.
The movie is called Digital Transformation. And what is digital transformation? Is like we're automating more, we're automating everything. And that is a one-way street. It's not a two-way street. We're going only in one direction.
You're right about that.
The subchapter for us is called IT/OT convergence, which is part of that digital transformation. And it means that OT practices, skill sets, technologies are eventually going to converge with IT. I think OT has certain characteristics. We're dealing with a physical process, generating electricity, refining oil, mining materials. And an IT person may not necessarily, what makes OT different, that you're associated with a physical process. So I think there's always going to be a specialty associated with OT, but it's not going to necessarily require, especially as we progress through this movie, a separate SOC.
And visibility is visibility, right? One of the differences, though, between OT is you've got legacy systems, some that are 30 years old that are being connected and netted together with IoT devices and the like. So it does require... I mean, it's great when we're building the highway. The best time to build something is to bake it in.
Yes.
But it's sometimes harder when it comes to OT just because your exposure
99% of what's out there is not new.
is not new. But it is being networked, right, in some way.
Correct.
So what are you hearing most from critical infrastructure owner-operators? What are their biggest concerns?
Visibility continues to be number one. I think we're still in the very early innings of this game, now changing from movies to baseball games. We're in the early innings.
Yeah.
So visibility continues to be the main. I first want visibility. I cannot protect what I can't see. I'm merging my company with somebody else's company. I'm acquiring things, and the number one question is, okay, what assets do I have?
Bringing in, yeah.
I heard that this vendor came in and disconnected this part of the system and moved that part of the system over. Okay, is it really disconnected, or is it still talking to the internet? You have to be able to see that. And folks that are not familiar with IT don't understand that there's a huge difference in instrumentation. In IT, it's extremely easy for me to tell you in 3 seconds, even if I have mediocre skills, how many IP addresses are connected to this network, right? It's very easy. That question is not easy to answer in OT.